Why is it that my nose can run and I can't? Oh, that's just sad. Yo, zombie slayers and game players, Chuck here. AskACapper, Quadriplegic gamer. Also known as Only Use Me Face, because that's how I game. Hope everybody is doing well. This finds you having good games. I have my zombie walkthrough that I wanted to share with all of you. And I'm going to be talking about Kino der Toten and how I get to high levels. I should title this series, If I Can Do It, You Can Do It. First thing you do off the get-go when you start Kino is if you're doing it solo. And this is a guide for solo. It kind of can apply also to multiplayer, but this is a solo guide. But buy Quick Revive. It's on. It brings you back to life if you go down, which some people don't realize. That's why it's there, and it has power, because it's only 500 points too. And in the World at War maps, it does the same thing. So it's definitely a good perk now for solo playing on zombies. You can have some fun. So what I do in the first round is let them all in. You want to let them all in. Only patch 4 boards to maximize your points. Let them in and knife them. That way if they have drops, if they have max ammo or 2 times, you can get those things. And then I wait till the round flips and I patch another window, but I try and only patch just enough so I can get the points. Now, on this round, they get quicker for me, and since I'm afraid of the zombies and the fact that if I'm near them, I shoot them instead of knifing them. Good players, if you're pretty decent with the knife, you know, you just would be knifing these guys and saving your ammo for the next round, but I try and keep them away from me because I go to knife them and they end up double tapping me and I'm down, which kind of is a drag. And here you'll see something you want to always try and do with zombies is line them up in a nice line so you get collateral points. Because one bullet, you know, can go through 3 zombies, so that's 30 points a bullet with your Colt. So holding the Colt as long as you can and lining them up and shooting at them is super important. So my last guy, I put a couple bullets into him, knife him, and there he goes. He's not going down. Yikes. So I got an insta-kill. I'll patch a window. The round's flipped. Now I get 10 more points for him. The name of the game in zombie solo play, especially in these newer maps, because there's so many doors that you've got to open and you're only the point machine, you're the only one, is you need to maximize your points. So taking advantage of insta-kills to knife them is important. So what I do is I start under there, and then once it gets heavy, I push back and buy this light machine gun. Or submachine gun, I mean. I think it's the MJL or something. I forgot the name of it, but. And then I just fight I go into that room as soon as round 3 starts. Or you just kind of wait. You want to wait as long as you can so they don't spawn behind you. And they're not. They're all spawning. Here, I'm trying to get that double points and then kill those guys. It's like, I can't get to it. Kill them and then get the double points for the next round. That's what's great about zombies. You got to kind of think on your feet. That's weird. I can think on my feet. This is at 150 speed, by the way. I wanted to speed it up just to get it done. So double points. I'll shoot them. I'll go for headshots if I can. I'm not doing much aiming down sight. I'm just sort of spraying, but better players like you guys would probably, you know, be taking the headshots and maximizing your points. One thing to note that with insta-kill, okay, so once that gets hairy, I run out here and grab this, and then I just hold this section. They're going to be they're not going to spawn behind me right now because I waited so long. So the spawn cycle is pretty much done. So max ammo, you want to wait and grab it, shoot as many shots you can before you grab it. Sometimes a tendency with the max ammo is to grab it right away, but you want to shoot as many shots as you can. You know, expend your ammo and then grab it when you can. Lining up for some headshots. I don't aim down sights in zombies as much because I can't risk. Sometimes it's hard to go back from aim down sights since I gotta jump to L1 to aim down sights. so I don't do it as much. But you guys, if you're better, again, this is just what I do. If you're better, you'll be getting more headshots. What I like to do is pump them full of lead, and then just before they die, knife them, you know, like put like 6 shots in them and then knife them, and that should kill them, and then you get the body shots. So then what I do is when the round starts, I sort of sit right here. This is round 5. I sit right here. I wait till they start coming, and then I'll open this gate. And if you waited long enough, they won't spawn behind you. Their spawn is already done. The cycle's over. And now you can just take these guys out. I go for a Happy or a Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. So I go for, you want to get one of those because you're going to have to start patching windows. So I got one. That's why I'm aiming a little bit higher. Trying not to clip my Happy. We call them halvesies, whatever you guys call them. Just funny when we're all yelling, go for a halvesy, we need a halvesy. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. So then patching windows. Because in the windows, what you're going to notice here is what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start in the lobby. I'm going to run out this way I just came and up through that stairway. And I know the box is in this room right up here, but don't hit the box. If I can give any tip, if there's any advice, if you're playing solo or even if you're playing 2 players, 3 players or 4 players, a little bit different. You can hit the box, I think, a little more leniently because you have a lot more points to go around. But solo play, the thing that will screw you almost every time is the box. You hit the box and it gives you, burps out 2 or 3 bad weapons. You're done for. You wasted all that time. I say go with the submachine guns, the AK-40 or the AK-74U, and that, whatever gun that is, I forgot the name of it. So here I make a decision. I'm like, I have enough points. I can turn on the power, and I can get Juggernog. This is what you should do every time. Juggernog should be your first purchase, because these new maps, there's no camping spot like in Derice where you could, I always mess that up, where you can camp in one spot like in that catwalk. These are maps you need to be moving on. You need to keep your gameplay going. So I decided I would buy Juggernog. I had the points to do it. The next thing I'm going to want to buy is speed reload. So now it's dogs. Now fighting the dogs in this location, I kind of made it. That was pretty much not a brilliant call in buying Juggernog, because I should have linked the teleporter, which I didn't do, which you're going to see in a second. It comes back to kind of haunt me. And I'm glad I had enough ammo to kill the dogs. I was definitely getting low. So I should have thought that through a little bit more. I wouldn't have opened that door. I wouldn't have turned on the power and bought Juggernog. I'd have bought more ammo because I knew it should have been dogs. That was, in hindsight, looking back, I'm going, that was a bad call. Bad call. So now what I do is I start running from that lobby. I'll run out here. I'll throw a grenade for a halvesy to get a Happy, a crawler. Wait a little bit, come up here. Now, I didn't see any windows. I'm trying to think if I did. Now, if I run out here, I realized that I didn't turn on the teleporter. I didn't link them. And that's, you're going to see that becomes a big factor in my loop here, the way I started working it. You know, because the teleporter is free now to ride, so it's a great way to sort of get a loop going. So I got to sort of think on my feet here and go, okay, I need to swing around and get up and link that teleporter. Yeah, this wasn't the prettiest example of me doing it the right way. Okay, going for a crawler. I link the teleporter. A bomb. Do not get the bomb. You do not want bombs until level 20. When you get to round 20 and then on, bombs are very valuable because you want to kill the zombies. But here in these early rounds, bombs are really bad. You need the points because you need to unlock the doors. You need to get the speed reload. So this wasn't a pretty example, but you get the idea. Double points, so go to town, kill some crawlers, get some headshots. Double points, oh, good times. Something else that I thought of is instead of getting the Bowie knife, I think keeping your small knife up until round 15 or something. Because like anytime you have a halfie like that and you have a double points, you can knife them like 20, 15 or 20 times before you kill them. And that's a good amount of points. So there I did something I don't normally do. I hit the box. It was a gamble. I realized that I didn't have enough to open the door and get speed reload. So I figured I'd hit it once. If it was good to me, it was good to me. If not, I'd buy ammo off the wall. So now what I'm doing is I'm patching windows. You basically want to patch every window that's in the alley and up here. Any window in the alley. These two up in this room. And the one near the stage. You're going to see it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the main lobby. Run out to the alleyway. You don't want them spawning in front of you. Patch this one for sure. Buy claymores. Right there. Yeah, this is what you... the route. And then what I've been doing with my claymores is I place them right in here, so when I fight the dogs, I don't know, I like this spot for the dogs solo. It's kind of, they don't usually come in behind you as long as you stay far enough forward, so you only have to fight them from one spot, and they got to kind of get in there. So, kill the guy with the headshot. Boom, headshot, zombie. Now, this is the loop. This thing that you're about to see, what I do, is what got me to level 22, and it works great. It works great up until like a level 20, and then this pattern will not work for you. You have to add maybe the exterior rooms in where you go through the speed cola or whatever, as you can tell. So I'm taking some extra time here, which is a really bad call because it's actually they're spawning now in here, and I'm like, oh crap, I almost get taken out. I'm like, I'm freaking. I jump in the teleporter. I'm like, wow. Buy some frags. Well, we won't buy them yet. Now, when you get to this point, when you're here, this is round 8. But when you get to like round 14 or 15, there are going to be tons of zombies. And you're just going to want to keep buying grenades, chucking them down there, or just shooting them, getting some points. It works great. And then you just teleport back to the main pad, and you follow this same loop here. Thank you, Sam. Sam gave me a treat. So you go like this, turn around, fight them.
You will not stop. You are all destroyed.
Double points again. Now, notice something here that I did that I realized. As soon as I shot that guy, I realized he was the last guy. And I didn't have a half-seat. I didn't have the windows boarded, so I couldn't kill him. You got it. And that's what you got to think about. You got to say, okay, you got to realize when it's your last guy if you didn't get a crawler. Which is amazing that I didn't get a crawler when I was all the way up there chucking grenades. But you have to link the teleporters again. And now I realize I have enough points I can go get speed cola, I think. No, maybe I got to get it next time. But so I'm just trying to keep ahead of this guy because he is on me. I'm freaking out. Freaking out. So I'm just trying to, like, you know, wear him down just so or just like put enough room between them so I can patch some of these windows. Because I can't kill him. But these windows right here, I would do at least 3, maybe 4. Or all of them. All of them safest. These in here, definitely all 5. The one on the stage, all 5. That you need to patch every time. So that just makes the loop safe so that when you won't get pinned and you're good to go. So my teleporter, linking that up again. I got 2 claymores. Claymores you want to buy because you get 2 every round, so that's bonus free kills. And there you go. That's doing it. So that's my first part, guys. Thanks for listening to this. I hope this helps you just to see how I do it. And remember, if the quadriplegic gamer can do it, then you can make the high levels too. And just when you get to around 20 plus, you have to think of some other strategy because that teleporter strategy does not work. So that's all. Hope you enjoyed it. Be awesome. Game on, gamers. Peace. In your crease. Kill some zombies.